Hello there, everyone. Well, you'd probably call me the moon, but I've had several names over the ages. Ho ho ho. Once every millennia or so, I like to come down and answer some fan mail. Hard to believe I still get fan mail, but I do. This letter comes from Hugo in Djibouti. Dear Alkamar, that means moon in Arabic. Why do you change throughout the month? Wouldn't it be easier to stay the same? Your friend, Hugo. Ho ho! Why, yes, Hugo, it might be easier to stay the same, but that would mean I didn't revolve around the Earth. However, I do revolve around the Earth during the monthly lunar cycle. Every month, I revolve around the Earth once and rotate or turn around one time. Because of this, the same side of me always faces the Earth. It's a condition called a synchronous orbit. My doctor tells me it's normal. Throughout my recurring journey, the sun always lights up half of me, just like it always lights up half of the Earth. In fact, when light shines on any sphere from one direction, half of the sphere will be illuminated. While I revolve, the amount of light you see from Earth changes. I begin the cycle as a blank slate, a big, dark moon in the sky with no light showing. They call this the new moon, but it's really a very old trick. During the new moon, I'm at the closest point to the sun. Slowly but surely, I begin to revolve away from the sun, and from where you are, my illuminated side starts to show. You see light creep in from the right side, forming a small crescent. As the light you can see grows, these phases are called waxing. Waxing in this case means to grow, not to remove unwanted body hair. On Earth, you see the light wax from a crescent shape into a full circle. Along the way, the light you see makes other shapes, like a watermelon slice or a football shape. When the watermelon slice is on the right, it's called first quarter, and the football shape on the right is called waxing gibbous. When you see me as a full circle, it's called a full moon, but really you're only seeing half of me. During the full moon, my half that always faces Earth and the side of me that is illuminated by the sun are the same. The full moon marks the halfway point in the lunar cycle, and when I'm farthest from the sun. From that point on, my illuminated side slowly begins to fade away from Earth, and the light that you can see shrinks toward the left each night. This half of the cycle is called waning, but you won't need your umbrella. While I wane, I'm revolving back toward the sun. Eventually, I pass through waning gibbous, then third quarter, and finally waning crescent before reaching the new moon phase. Then the cycle begins once more. Thank you for your question, Hugo. That was a real doozy and one that doesn't get asked often enough. Even some very smart grown-ups don't understand about my phases. I think that's enough from me for one night. I hope you'll all listen next time. I've got a nice letter from Camille in Paris to answer about eclipses. That's all, folks. Good night from your nearest space neighbor.